Peace, love, light, wisdom, and strength. Most importantly, power to my brothers and sisters. I hope that you all are in great spirits. I hope this video finds you in a good space. I just wanted to hop on very briefly and wish upon you a beautiful day, a great week. And I want to ask that you stay encouraged in spite of what things look like, what they appear to be. I want you to know that you have the power to control the outcome. Okay, I want you to be encouraged. I know that many of us may be facing some challenges and that we may feel like we have come to a fork in the road, but I want you to know, and when it's all said and done, you have the power to shift what's happening in your space. I know I'm in a space on my journey where I feel like a few things have been altered. I have to shift things around a little bit, but my goal is still the same. I know that in the end, I will meet every goal. Everything that I've set forward, every intention, I will be able to, manifest those. I'll be able to manifest every intentions I've set forth. And I want to encourage you guys, to do the same. I find that a few things in my space have been altered, have been shifted, and that's okay because I'm just going with the flow of things right now. Especially if I find that it can somewhat benefit me along my journey. I have every intent to do things as I please, and I don't ask permission from no one. Okay, but I just want you to know, in spite of what it looks like. And I just really want to be transparent about my journey and let you guys know that there are some things that I'm dealing with, but nothing that I can't handle. I am divine. I'm great, and I'm built for this. Okay, and that's why I refuse to just, submit to circumstances or situations. Okay. And I just find it to be a little bit more challenging, but that's what makes me go within and tap into that inner strength, okay? My living situation has changed a little, yes, but that's okay. And so I'm just trying to readjust, to a new environment. And because of my new environment, it's causing me to have to really go back and reevaluate, a lot of things, even as far as my eating habits. And as I misunderstand, because we haven't been taught these things, there's a lot of misunderstanding going on in our communities. Most people think when they hear the word vegan, oh, I'm vegan, or I'm vegetarian this, or I'm pescatarian. And most people think because you're vegan that you're living the most healthiest lifestyle, when that's not the case. There's a lot of vegan junk food out here that has things in it that are not beneficial to you. There's a lot of chemicals in a lot of these things. I was one of the people, that love to eat the SOS delicious ice cream. But it has things in there that are don't serve me any benefits. It's processed, right along with a lot of these different things. Hell, I can go to Chipotle or Qdoba and get a vegan rice bowl. But rice, if it's not wild rice, black wild rice, it has starch in it. Starch does what? It causes mucus to build up in your. A lot of vegans don't know that broccoli, it is not beneficial to you anyway. Matter of fact, broccoli takes from you. And that's another thing. People are quick to say, hey, all I eat is potatoes. What the fuck is potatoes? Potatoes is a crossbred. They're a hybrid. And it took me a while to understand that. And that was one of the hardest things for me to let go of. And I'm not going to lie to you. I still struggle with that every now and then. But because the knowledge I've gained, and I know that potatoes doesn't do anything for me. They are starchy. And if you are if you have any type of knowledge about Dr. Sebi, you'll know that he speaks and teaches on that. So anything that has starch in it causes mucus to build up in your body. And anywhere mucus lives, disease lives also. You have a chance of conducting any type of diseases. And then your immune system is breaking down. We are in a space. But I say all of that to say this. There are some changes going on in my space, in my reality, in my life. And I just really want to be transparent about those things. And I wanted to let you guys know it's okay if sometimes you have to step outside of your normal or your life plans and then your goals and your things. And and shift things around a little bit. Don't beat yourself up and know that it is okay. And don't just live up under, one umbrella. Broaden your horizon. Do things that are best and beneficial to you and you alone. I don't live up under one umbrella. I'm not going to be defined by labels or a title. I am everything and I am nothing at the same time. I'm all that I am, and I want people to understand that. But most importantly, I need to understand that this message is for me so I can come back and better reflect on, the space I'm in. And I was saying that because I had some things today that I wouldn't consider eating or drinking a few days ago, but because of my circumstances has changed. There are some things that has changed and has been altered, but I know how to go with the flow of things. Like I mentioned before, I'm okay with these changes. I'm not going to go too far out towards the left side of things. I'm going to keep things to a minimum and to a maximum. I'm not going to participate in, the brutality and the cruelness of animals. I'm not going to do that. But if I decide that, hey, I want to have me a Canadian drink, I know that there's a lot of things in here that are not, good for me. But in respect to animals, I won't step into that realm of things. But I do know that there are some things changing. I happen to be in a space where, that due to this bullshit ass virus, the stoves here at the facility where I'm located, we can't use them. I was in another space for about a week. I was in a situation where the only thing they had was a microwave. I went without eating anything because I don't want to use a microwave due to the radiation I was in a space for a little bit where all they had was a microwave, and I'm not using no microwave, but I did what was best for me in that situation. I ate a lot of, lettuce, but I didn't have a, way to the store as often as I could have. I only had a small refrigerator, but I made the best out of it. However, I found that I was eating, from the vegan options at like Chipotle. I ate some brown rice, but I know that brown rice isn't good for you. Like, it causes mucus to build up in your body, and because of the starch. So I just want to encourage you guys, to do the best you can in your situation and in the space that you're in. But also keep in mind that it's very, very important for us to eat things in this time and this hour because of the mass manipulation that's going on, to build your immune system up. I don't want to get caught up in this because I haven't had this in a while. It tastes so good, and I just want to make excuses for myself. But I did what I could in that situation. Don't be so hard on yourself. Do the best you can and stay within all of your, your beliefs as much as you can. Just keep it respectful to some degree. Don't step outside of, your morals and values. However, I want you to be lenient towards yourself and not beat yourself up. And I want you to know that this is very real. Like, we are what we eat. And if you don't pay attention to the things you eat, in the words of Dr. Sebi, it will eat you eventually. And I noticed that, simple things like, eating like rice and starch, or even potatoes. If you eat that shit, you'll start to see the difference. You'll start noticing that mucus is building up in your body. Then you'll notice your odor change. Not saying that it's going to get worse, it's going to smell horrible, you're going to have some funky odor, but you'll smell the difference. But versus when you're eating the things that you're supposed to be eating that is conducive to your DNA. I know that I can go 4 or 5 days and not shower if I want to, and you wouldn't be able to tell. You wouldn't know because, I don't eat things that causes odor to build up. I'm not a stinky person anyway. Even when I was living in ignorance and I was eating things that wasn't beneficial to my growth, I kept a clean body on the outside. I tried my best to make sure that, and I still do. I'm a very, to some degree, I'm a very prideful person. I'm a very clean person. I'm somewhat of a neat freak. But I don't believe in funkiness. I don't believe in filth. I don't believe in nastiness. I am a clean person. But I do notice, when I would start eating some of these other things, I sweat a lot. I'm always detoxing. I'm always cleaning and trying to, keep my vessel clean. But even if you're musty because you eat a lot of onions, that stuff is real. But with that being said, if I started eating a lot of starchy foods, I started noting that things changing within my body. So I just want you guys to know, keep it to a minimum, but do what you can in space that you're in and not be harsh on yourself. I love you. So again, I just want to say, be good to yourself, because if you don't, no one else will. Love yourself for who you are. Be Be gentle with you, love you, but when the time is needed, be firm. Be honest, be direct, because if you don't do it for you, no one else will. And when someone else comes to you with the truth, it's hard for you to receive it because you haven't been truthful with yourself. I want you to be honest with yourself and be transparent. That's why I'm using this platform to do that. So you guys to know that I am being authentic as possible. I'm being 100. Okay? I love you. Be a great day. Peace, love, light, wisdom, and strength to my brothers and sisters. All power reign upon you.